Welcome to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller, the podcast. I'm joined by Seth.
Hey, welcome, guys. Thanks for finding us on the internet.
Now, these shows originally aired on Brookings Radio, but now they're all here for your enjoyment. I hope you like it.
There you go. Sit back, enjoy the show, relax. Let us know if you want to see anything on future shows. As we said, this comes out live in the Brookings area, but enjoy this archive episode.
Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. Welcome to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. The heat is on, and when it comes to beer, most of us want something thirst-quenching and refreshing these days. That likely also means something lighter in terms of alcohol, color, and body. Summer beers this week.
And you've got deck time and campfire time, lawn mowing time, and every other type of time. I'll drink any beer during the summer, but I guess there is some preference on the things that I like. I usually like bright beers. I know that's a weird word to use to describe.
I know exactly what you mean, though.
But I like beers that have some some pop in the floral attributes of it, that have a little bit of the effervescence, even carbonated stuff. I can't say that I've always been a huge wheat fan. I know nothing wrong with that, but I know some people associate summer beers with like wheat beers.
That's Seth Cook from Wooden Legs Brewing in Brookings. He says a very popular option, the summer shandy.
And I think it'd be a shame for us not to at least mention almost a cult classic category, which is the shandies. I mean, those are blended at the bar. Sometimes you can buy those blended, get them in the can. There you go. There's a fun fact, listeners. You know, the shandy was originally a beer cocktail. It was a bar top cocktail, and you'd come in and you order a lager and mix it with lemonade. And that's actually how we do it here at the pub too.
The shandy is the British version, although they usually use lemon or lime flavored carbonated soft drinks. The Germans call theirs Radler. That can contain sparkling lemonade or other fruit juices. Grapefruit seems especially popular. The Radler dates back more than 100 years, and the name means cyclist.
Yeah, and they've added juice, and, of course, lemonade is one of the popular ones, but they do those over in the UK as well. But the Germany is probably the history of those. So those are good, and there's nothing wrong with drinking those for the summer.
And they usually are very refreshing, actually.
Yeah, and I think that's what I like about summers. I like something with a little bit of a citrus or a little bit of a bite.
And that leads right into the new summer beer at Wooden Legs. More on that when Beer Untapped continues. Welcome back to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller as Seth Cook and I talk summer beers. Wooden Legs recently released a new summer beer that's a bit of a departure for them, a kettle sour that they turned into a bit of an IPA. So now it's a tart IPA called Summer Sipper.
Or sour IPA, which is kind of a weird category, but it exists now because the American craft beer industry willed it into existence. That one's really good. Come down and try that one. It's got some bright floral hops. It almost has like a sharp acidity to it when we call it sour. It's more of the sharpness, and think a sharpness of a lemon and not the sharpness of vinegar.
A citrus style.
Yeah, citrus style.
And it's really hard to say no to a good Pilsner on a hot summer day.
Traditionally, beers that are served and drank cold taste better when it's hot out. A lot of those Pilsners are very appropriately served at a very cold temperature. And you know what? After mowing the lawn or doing gardening or just sitting outside sweating, depending on the types of day it is, those serve really well.
There are some wonderful American craft Pilsners out there. Shell's Pilsner, North Coast Scrimshaw, Summit Keller Pils, New Belgium Blue Paddle, a few that come right to mind. But there's also the lawnmower beer. Now, that can be about any crisp, refreshing beer, but it's often one of those cheap American adjunct lagers that'll taste just fine on a hot summer day.
I have a large rotating selection of craft beer, but there seems to always be a consistent inventory of grain belts. Those are, if you're mowing lawns, I mean, I love craft beer, don't get me wrong, but sometimes a grain belt, which is made in New Ulm, which still falls in my category as a craft beer, it fits the bill when it's really hot out. And I think what's probably good for the fans of craft beer to know is that those have their place in the world. Are they the beer they'll have all the time? But I think every beer has its place in the world.
Finally this week, a couple of reminders from Seth on Wooden Legs events.
It's already started, but if you'd like to join, we're doing Bowling with the Brewers at 5:30 p.m. Over at the bowling alley on Thursday nights. So it's kind of fun. You come and meet some of the Brewers here, do some bowling. We're terrible. You can beat us. Don't worry. But we will talk beer, talk shop, and include some beers in it. So that's kind of a fun event. And then on the 30th of June, we're doing a steel tip dart night. Come and learn how to play English style. This is a classic pub game. English style darts. We're going to have some people that know the game and some people that are new to the game, and I'll put it out on Facebook. But it's going to be a cool experience for you to come and learn. This is very classic. This is you see these all over. They have actually circuits of these. If you go to the pubs in the UK, it's quite popular. Not that darts isn't popular here, but we're going to play the original kind of pub darts.
That's it for this week's show. Until next time, drink local and drink responsibly. Thank you for listening to this archived edition of Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. Feel free to listen to other episodes, and if there's anything you'd like us to talk about on a future show, please let us know. Thanks again.